Hi, this is Sive Morten with the daily update on EuroFX. I post my exclusive market overviews with the key political and economical events, charts and important levels on the ForexPeaceArmy.com forums weekly. This short video is a response to rapidly changing situation on the currency markets and should help you to stay on top of the game and be profitable. I suggest you to visit ForexPeaceArmy.com forum and read my analysis for the week before watching this daily video.
Welcome everybody, so let's take a look again on the euro currency. It seems downward action is taking the pause. As we said recently that, well, actually, if market will stop somehow starts upward action, we could consider it for taking the short position, because overall price behavior and background that we have currently stands in favor of downward continuation in the euro currency. The same we could say on the dollar index that we discussed recently, interest rates. So all this stuff is making bearish background around the euro. We have currently the chance to consider for taking the short position here. So on the 4-hour time frame chart, now actually we need to set the possible destination point where it makes sense to consider taking the short position and how to treat this current performance. On the 4-hour time frame chart, at the first glance you could see that something like the bullish dynamic, double repo buy is forming on the 4-hour time frame chart. This is actually the pattern that we discussed yesterday, and said for scalp traders who would like to go long, they could keep an eye on the performance on the shape of the Judd Napoli patterns. It might be double repo, Brent bar, or something of that sort. And at first glance, it seems that something of the like the double repo is forming. But personally, guys, I have a big doubts to treat it as a double repo. It's just because of the price action. So here, yes, in the 4-hour time frame chart, it looks like the double repo, although it is not confirmed yet, so we could not have the second close above the 3x3 by far. But shape looks very accurately. Market hasn't reached the 30% level of the thrust. We have close above, close below, very close bottoms. So all this stuff is typical for good double repo pattern. At the same time, if you take a look at the hourly chart and you will take a look how market behaves, this type of action is very difficult to call as a double repo action. And a double repo, we need the sharp reversal. You need to see that the bulls have the sudden control, taking the sudden control over the situation, reversing market fast, but we do not see it here. So we have the first pullback, downward action, and this is lazy upward action that's, well, brings no signs of the thrusting action or something of that sort. That makes me think that probably we will not get the action of the double repo here on the 4-hour time frame chart and on the hourly chart as well. And from that standpoint, it seems that we could hold and follow setup that we discussed recently with the pullback. Recall what we say. 109.40 is nice area to keep an eye on with the stops above the confluence. Take a look, currently we have the ABCD pattern. OP makes an agreement with the 109.43 right here. Or maybe yesterday you already have taken the short position on this pullback. It's also possible. XOP stands in this level. Well, currently, based on this price action, it seems that market has no big chances to come to reach the XOP. But, well, situation could change, and this is the usual choice that we have to make. So we have specified levels that you could keep an eye on, this one and that one. Also, as you can see, between the OP and XOP there are a few natural resistance levels. So previous lows here, this consolidation lows also will become the barrier. And from the probability point of view, it is easier for a market to reach the first agreement, and it's not the fact that market will be able to proceed higher to the XOP. Still, follow to your personality and trading style. So if you prefer, you miss the trade but take position at the best price, in this case you could be conservative and wait when reaching the XOP. Other traders could use the scale in, taking half position here and wait for a pullback as market reach the XOP. You could add more here. Others maybe decide to take position here with the stops just above this area. But that is two levels that stands as a foundation for current trade. So entry and stop order somewhere above the confidence. So this probably should be enough. Once you will take the position and market will start downward action, you could move stops to the break-even as soon as possible. So that's actually what we have currently on the euro currency.